We are back, YouTube. For anyone who's returning, thank you, and for everyone who's new, welcome. I'm Mitch, and this is Retro Rummage. So yeah, long-awaited PlayStation 1 collection video today. I know it's taken longer than I originally planned, but it's going to be a little bit of a longer video today, although I haven't got the biggest of PlayStation 1 collections, especially compared to other YouTubers out there. I do have, in my opinion, some good titles. But yeah, I'm going to go through them all today, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. Let us know in the comments if you do or you don't. So yeah, I'll start with the hardware of my PlayStation 1 collection. So first of all, I have a PlayStation 1 box. Now I don't know if you can see all of that in the camera, but yeah, PlayStation 1 box. It does have Demo 1 in there, has all of the inserts and everything. Like CEX would take this as boxed. What I'll do as well is I'll put the price of everything on the screen at the top somewhere or at the bottom, and maybe add it up as we're going along, just for a bit of fun. I'll only do it as the CEX retail prices. Whether or not I'd get that for trying to sell it, probably a little bit less, maybe a little bit more for some of the games. But yeah, so PlayStation 1 box. There is a PlayStation in there, as I'm using my PlayStation 2 now to play my PlayStation 1 games. But yeah, you can't have a PlayStation game collection without actually having the console. Secondly, I've got PlayStation 1 box with a controller in it. The box is not in the best of condition. I mean, when I tend to buy things, I do really only look for playable or usable condition, because I've not really got much interest in keeping something mint. I'll probably damage it myself at some point. I mean, with this, I think when I originally got it, it did have like the sleeve on the top there, but I broke it over time, so I don't want to feel too bad about breaking it. But not sure how much I paid for this. I bought it on eBay a good few years ago, maybe £5 to £10, something like that. Whether or not it's worth any more than that at the minute, I doubt it. But yeah, but it's something cool to have. You don't really see the original boxes anymore. And then yeah, speaking of sealed, not getting sealed things, I do have a sealed multi-tap from HMV. So £20 it's got on the sticker there. It does have a little bit of a dink there. I don't know if you can see it in the box, but apart from that, it is still sealed. You can see it's got the security tag on there. I haven't had I mean, I probably would open this if I ever had the opportunity, or needed. If I had a game which took four player on PlayStation 1 and I wanted to play it, I would open it. I'm not too fussed about it being sealed. It's just the fact that I bought it like that. But yeah, £19.99. Whether or not it's worth any more than that, it's probably still worth £20. I would say so. But yeah, that's again something cool to have in the collection. And then yeah, my pride and joy, I've got a Time Crisis gun boxed. I bought this years ago, to be fair. I don't think I paid a lot of money for it, maybe like £10, £15. It does have the gun, and I do have the game to go, which come with it. I think originally it's sat there, but I've been lazy and just poked all of the the wires in there. But I think, I could be wrong, but I think these go on eBay now, probably in this condition, in this box, with the game for £50. So yeah, not a bad investment, that one. So yeah, I think maybe £10, £15 into £50. So yeah, I do also have a glass CRT TV. So if I ever want to play this, I can whip it out and give it a go. And yeah, just whilst we're on the gun games, I do have Point Blank 2 as well. I bought this recently off of eBay for £10 without the manual. And then, yeah, I bought the manual separately for £5 or £6, I think. I think the game itself, I think in CX, is maybe £18 or £20, something like that. So yeah, weren't too bad of a pickup, that one. But again, I did buy this a while ago as well. So yeah, happy days. Now, what I'm going to start by doing is going through all of my fodder. Now, when I originally started buying PlayStation 1 games, how I started out on this journey is I was just going, I wanted to collect PlayStation 1 games. I didn't want to pay eBay prices, so I was like, I'm going to go to boot sales and see if I can pick anything up on the cheap. I probably went, this was last year that I started trying to do that. And yeah, basically these were the games that I managed to get by not going every week, but going consistently. but nothing really stands out. I didn't pay a lot of money for them. Most of the cases are in bad condition, but it did put me on the path to, because obviously I was seeing Xbox and PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 3 games all the time. Then I realised, oh no, you can trade them in at CEX for vouchers and then buy PlayStation 1 games for vouchers. So I was doing that for a little bit, and then obviously I started my YouTube channel. So that's how it started. So I'll go through basically these fodder games to start with. Got Street Racer. I actually really like this game, to be fair. I played it as a kid all the time. It's kind of like their version of Mario Kart, should we say? You know, same principle. You got a car, you drive around, knocking other drivers off the road. They also had like a Destruction Derby version where you would be like in a ring, and then you'd have to knock each other out of the ring, which was really fun as well. But yeah, I don't think I paid maybe like £1 for that, because obviously the case is damaged on that one. Oh yeah, and I do. These are, I mean, I don't know if you want to see them, but I do have 2 copies of this where in the past I've bought them. The cases are damaged because I've probably swapped them with cases in the what I've got in my collection here at some point. I've kept them because these bits here are in good condition. So although sometimes you'll have a game where the case is in good condition, but what might happen is the middle bit will get damaged, and you can actually swap these on the case as well. So if if you damage the case, still keep the inner bit if it's in good condition, because you may have to swap that out in the future. I can get it back on there, but yeah, I thought I'd just show you them. Next game, Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 1, sorry, the original one. I'm not really a massive fan of driving games. I bought this purely because of this sticker, That's Entertainment. Now, if anyone's from the South Essex area who was into games back in like the 90s, early 90s, there was a shop in Lakeside called That's Entertainment, and that was where you would go to trade in your games for other games at the time. This was probably before CEX. So when I see that sticker, it gave me like a pure nostalgia high, as I used to go in there all the time as a kid trying to get games or trade my games in and get other ones. But yeah, again, I don't think I paid more than £1 for that. Now, I've got Driver 1 and Driver 2. Driver 2 is platinum, so I'm looking to change that in the future. I think this is one of 2 platinum games that I've got. I only picked this up because it was cheap and complete, and I actually do like the driver games. I mean, I know that probably goes against what I just said with the Gran Turismo, because I'm not a massive fan of like driving simulators, should I say. But this, doing the missions on this, I actually didn't mind. And I would just go as far as saying, on PlayStation 1, you have the original Grand Theft Autos, which are from a bird's eye view, but these ones were more like the newer Grand Theft Autos, from like Grand Theft Auto 3, like open world concept, missions where you would have to. I think in the second one you could get out of the car as well. Maybe even in the first one, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rockstar maybe nicked a little bit of that idea from it. But yeah, they're both really good games. I will get the Black Label version of that in the future. But yeah, again, I don't think I paid more than £1 each for both of those. We've then got James Bond Tomorrow Never Dies. Case is mullered, but it is complete, so I'll probably swap it further down the line. Again, I only paid 50p for it. I think this was PlayStation's version of trying to be PlayStation's version of GoldenEye, but I think they failed miserably on that, because I don't think it's really that good of a game, especially compared to GoldenEye. But for 50p, complete Black Label, I will change the case further down the line. But yeah, happy to get that. I've then got Supercross 2000, Black Label complete. Again, don't think I paid more than 50p for it. I won't go out of my way to pick these games up, but if they're cheap, Black Label and complete, I'll get them. Even, any cheap PlayStation 1 game in good condition I'll get. But even these games, I'll keep in my collection if they're the right price and complete. So yeah, FIFA 2000. I think this is the only football game that I've got. It's got Sol Campbell, the Ultimate Judas on it. For anyone who don't know, I'm a Tottenham fan, so yeah, I absolutely hate Sol Campbell. But yeah, Again, I think I've just picked this one up for 50p. It is complete. The case is a little bit cracked, but yeah, 50p, can't go wrong. World's Scariest Police Chases. Complete. Case is a little bit broke. But yeah, again, you know, I can always swap the case out further down the line if needs be. Yeah, love this. I actually loved the TV show as a kid. Always used to make me and my brother laugh, the guy who narrated it. And he actually narrates this one as well. So that makes it quite cool. But yeah, again, 50p or a pound. Yeah, can't go wrong. Now this is the second and final platinum game that I've got, which is Worms. Now I literally bought this game purely because I love Worms. The case isn't even in good condition, but I bought it just to play because who doesn't love Worms on the PlayStation 1? Brilliant game, to be fair. I think it was like one of the first games where you could kind of like, well, I don't know if it was the first game, but it's the first game I remember where you could, you know, edit your team so you could name them who you wanted to. So it was funny, you know, you'd make a team and your friend would make a team, and or you could name each other and stuff like that. So it really added like a cool dynamic to the game. But yeah, like I said, I don't think much of these games are worth much money. I should be putting the prices up the top for you. C12 Final Resistance. Managed to pick this up for a boot sale for I think maybe £1 or 50p. It's kind of like you're a cyborg robot sort of thing. The graphics on it are not that great, but it is quite an interesting game. You have to go through, kill robots and work things out and stuff like that. So yeah, not too bad. And then yeah, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I think every PlayStation 1 bundle on PlayStation 1 game bundle on eBay has one of these in it. As well, I've noticed. I mean, I don't know why, but the PlayStation 2 version of this one is worth loads, like 45, 50 quid. But this one's worth next to nothing. I don't know why. Maybe someone can let us know in the comments. But you know, no PlayStation 1 game is complete without Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Now, that brings us on to our next franchise, shall we say. So I've got Tekken 1, 2 and 3 there. Hopefully you can see them all in the camera. They are all, if I can open them up, complete. Now I would say that my favourite out of all of these is Tekken 2. Now that is purely because when we were kids, I want to say we, me and my older brother, my mum bought us a PlayStation 1 for Christmas and it come with Tekken 2. So I've got vivid memories of playing of Tekken 2 on Christmas Day in like, I don't know, what year did that come out? It must have been like 1998. We must have got it in 1997 or 8, something like that. So we weren't, what's the word? We didn't get it on first release, unfortunately, the PlayStation. We did get it maybe a year or two further down the line. But yeah, that was when we first got it, and we got Tekken 2. So yeah, that's my favourite out of all of those. But yeah, I recently bought as well Tekken, if I can find it, Tekken 5 on the PlayStation 2. Looking to get Tekken 4 at some point as well. So I love all the Tekken games really. So yeah, put that there. Now, next franchise that I have, Dino Crisis. Recently just picked up Dino Crisis 1. Still need to take the sticker off. Picked this up in store at CX in Southend. But yeah, both complete. This is kind of like Jurassic Park meets Resident Evil. Both really cool games, to be fair. Didn't play them much as a kid, but started playing Dino Crisis 2 just to give it a go. But I want to complete the first one and then do the second one, do it in chronological order, shall we say. So yeah, those are two really cool games. I think combined, I think they're £60 for both of those, so it's not the cheapest of games. Then on to the next franchise. Speaking of Resident Evil, got Resident Evil 1, 2 and 3. Now I am looking to change this one further down the line because it's not the original Black Label. It's kind of like their re-release Black Label. If you can see like the outer bit, the normal Black Label would probably look like that, to be fair. If I can switch it around. Like that. But I haven't got it. So but yeah, you know, I I kept this one because I tried getting it from CEX 3 times online. They sent me a cracked one, this one, a damaged one, and whatever. And I kept it just because I wanted to play it. And I thought, you know what, I'll get it further down the line, and it's no big deal. Recently picked up as well Resident Evil 4, the collector's edition on PlayStation 2. So yeah, I've got 1 to 4 now. Love the Resident Evil series. I mean, I'm not sure who doesn't, but yeah, can't have a PlayStation 1 collection without Resident Evil. Next franchise, we have Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid Special Missions. Yeah, absolutely loved this game as a kid. Unfortunately, the cases on the inside are not the best condition. That's cracked there. I think even on the second one, look, it's cracked there as well. But I don't think I paid a lot of money for these, maybe £10 each, something like that. So yeah, you know, I can always change the case for further down the line, but they're okay for now, and the discs are staying undamaged. Touch wood. But yeah, I think is it the same with this one as well? No, this one, oh no, yeah, it's damaged in there as well. This one's only 1 disc, not. This one's only 1 disc, it's not 2. But yeah, it's a little bit damaged there as well. I think I bought them together as well. So yeah, but yeah, can't have a PlayStation 1 without Metal Gear Solid. Next franchise we have Tenchu 2 and 1. Tenchu Stealth Assassins and Tenchu Birth of the Stealth Assassins. I only ever played Tenchu Stealth Assassins 1 as a kid. Loved it though, you know, grappling up onto the roofs, you know, sneaking up on people, killing people, blood splatting everywhere. I mean, the graphics nowadays are laughable. I mean, how these were both 18, I don't know. I think if you showed these to a 2-year-old, they'd probably just laugh. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing Tenchu 2. That one is complete. And that one as well. Put that there. And then what else have we got? Final Fantasy VII. Brilliant game. Spent hours of my life on this as a kid. Again, complete. Again, I don't know if it's these big box ones, but the inside of a lot of them for me are damaged. Both of these, this one here is. I mean, luckily they're okay for now. You know, it doesn't really affect the discs too much. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII. If you don't know about that, you've got to play it. It's a brilliant game. I think they even brought out a remastered version recently on the PlayStation 4. Haven't played that myself, but maybe something that I'd look out for in the future. Now, next game here, Heart of Darkness. Recently picked this up from CX at Lakeside. £8, I think, which is a bargain because this is a really good game. It's like a kind of like a platform or side swiper game. I'm not too sure on the types of games. I know in my mind what I'm talking about, but yeah, really enjoyed this as a kid, and I'm surprised at how cheap it is because I thought it would have at a higher price than it does. But yeah, brilliant game that. And then yeah, this one here, Oddworld Abes Exodus. So I'm trying to read these upside down. Now I paid £2 or £3 for this, but it only has disc 2 with it. I thought, do you know what? This, because I think this game is maybe £10 or £12, something along those lines. And I thought, yeah, I'll get it. And then if I can pick disc 2, was it disc 2? Disc 1 up for cheap, or if I find it loose at a boot sale, then I've got that game for really cheap. So yeah, although I can't play it at the moment, hopefully in the future I will complete that. Then we have Siphon Filter 2. Brilliant game this. I love this as a kid, to be honest. This is the only Siphon Filter I've got at the moment. I don't think CEX sell these. I could be wrong. I bought this one on eBay because it was my favourite, but I still do want to get Siphon Filter 1 and 3, I believe, but just haven't got round to doing it yet. But yeah, the second one is my favourite out of all of them, and that's obviously the reason that I have it. So yeah, that's a good game to, if you've never played Siphon Filter, what are you doing? Next game, Medal of Honor. Brilliant game when this first came out. I paid £5 for this at a boot sale just because, again, it's not a game that's for sale on CEX. But yeah, you know, who don't know about the Medal of Honor series? Brilliant game. I mean, the graphics on it are quite laughable now, but I loved this as a kid, and yeah, was happy to pick that one up for a £5. Now, this is the only Tomb Raider game I have in my collection at the moment. I've got Tomb Raider: The Last Revelations. It's complete. Again, I think I may have even bought this from the same person I bought Medal of Honor from. I think I paid a £5 for it, which is maybe even less, I think, to be fair. It may have even been £3. But yeah, it's a decent price for a Tomb Raider game. The Tomb Raider games, although I do like and appreciate them, they're not, should we say, you know, I haven't got no burning desire to get out there and get them. I will get them eventually because, you know, I've got to have them in my collection. But this is the only one that I've managed to come across at a cheap price at the moment. And where I've obviously got my eye on other games, I'm not really interested in spending my money on them. But yeah, I will get them further down the line. I've then got Spyro the Dragon. First one, again, recently picked this one up. This does have the demo with it, which is kind of cool. I think it's my only game that's got a demo included with it. But yeah, I think I paid £18 from this from CEX. It's complete with a Brucey bonus of a demo disc. So yeah, happy for that one. And then on to another game similar to Spyro in the sense of that kind of like a, I don't know, child's, what's the word? Platform game. Don't know if it's a platform game, but yeah, Rayman 2. I haven't got Rayman 1 yet. I am on the lookout for it. So hopefully I'll be able to get it up for cheap. This one was a tenner, I think. So yeah, not the most expensive game, but a nice one to have in the collection. And then yeah, another one of similar ilk, Crash Bandicoot. One on Black Label. Oh, if I can open it. Complete. Now I remember when I first started looking into buying PlayStation 1 games, for some reason I remember Crash Bandicoot being like £50, £60, like the Black Label one. And this was just before, I think, PlayStation 4 remastered the game. And from them doing that, I think the price has dropped. So this is only about £20. But maybe someone will fact check me on that. But I'm pretty sure that at one point, Crash Bandicoot was maybe £50, £60 on the PlayStation 1, just before they remastered it. But yeah, it's a brilliant game. I want to get the other two. Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. I think, yeah, Warped is my favourite. I did see it at boot sale, I think, last week or the week before for a tenner, and I was umming and ahhing about it, but I will get it. But I know that they sell it in CX, so I'll probably get it from them at some point, or hopefully it'll be traded in at a store that I can buy in person. And then, yeah, next one, picked these both up recently. Croc Legend of the Gobos from the boot sale. I think I paid a £5 for that one. I wish I'd haggled the guy down now, to be fair. But yeah, £5 for that one. And then got Croc II, which I collected in store at CEX, which I believe is £18. Didn't actually play Croc II as a kid. Played Croc Legend of the Gobos loads, to be fair. But I'm looking forward to playing the second one as well. But yeah, can't have a PlayStation 1 without having Croc. Now, this game baffles me, to be honest. Alone in the Dark, the new Nightmare, complete, £8 from CEX. Why is this so cheap? I haven't actually played it yet, so maybe it's an absolutely terrible game. But all of the other horror games, like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, yeah, they're all worth good money. But for some reason, this one is worth next to nothing. £8. I'm going to play it because I feel like I need to find out why it's so cheap. There is a second one of this, which is like Alone in the Dark, The Return of Jack, or something like that. They don't sell it in CEX. I've seen it on eBay, so I'll probably have to buy it off of there at some point. Maybe I'll ask someone to buy me it for Christmas. I think it's only maybe £15, something like that. But yeah, please let me know in the comments if you know why this game is so cheap. Now, this one, Vigilante 8, Second Offence. Used to play the first one as a kid all the time. I bought this off of CEX, which I asked for the first one, which I believe was £28, but they actually sent me the Second Offence one by accident, which is worth more money. I think it's £32. So yeah, that was a nice Brucey bonus on that one. But yeah, good game, that one. Maybe it's a bit controversial, but I prefer this to, is it Twisted Metal? I know everyone goes mad for Twisted Metal, but maybe it's just where I played it as a kid, this one. I've got nostalgia points from it. But yeah, I do like Vigilante 8. Now, games here are Street Fighter, the Street Fighter Collection on the PlayStation 1. These games are probably my most expensive ones, I believe. This one here was £45. I recently picked up Capcom vs SNK2 on the PlayStation 2. Now on the PlayStation 1 version, you can't use the analog sticks, so it's quite difficult to do the combos. But on the PlayStation 2 version, you can use the analog stick, and it's you're able to. So it's maybe a little bit easier on that one, but it's still nice to have a Street Fighter game on the PlayStation 1. I've then got Metal Slug X on the PlayStation 1. This complete. Picked this up maybe a month or so ago. This one's £50. Never played this on the PlayStation as a kid, but I did play this on an arcade game in my working man's club. I was always bugging my mum for 20p to play it. So yeah, love that one, and it's really fun on the PlayStation as well. I think this, £50 that one, if I didn't say it already. Then we've got Diablo, which is a brilliant franchise. Some of the newer ones are out as well. I think they've even just recently released a game on mobile. Whether or not that's any good, knowing Blizzard, probably not. Maybe pay to win. But Diablo 1 on the PlayStation 1 complete. I haven't got a chance to play this one yet because it's one of them games where I think it's got maybe 6 hours play time. But I do really want to play it. I'm gonna, at some point in my life, complete it, set some time aside to play it and get it done. But yeah, £65 that one was. And then second from last game, which is my second most expensive one, Cooler World on the PlayStation 1 complete. £70 this game. It's a bit of a strange beach ball puzzle game. You go around the map and you have to collect things to open the exit, and you're timed. I think this is one of them games where it's probably worth a little bit more because people just didn't buy them. It's a bit of a strange game. I remember playing this on a demo all the time as a kid with my brother, and it was probably one of the first games that I wanted to buy as I started collecting as an adult. But then I realised how expensive it was, and I thought, maybe I'll find it at a boot sale. But yeah, no chance on that. But yeah, £70 for Cooler World. And then that brings us on to the last game, which is the most expensive, and that is Silent Hill. £75. Don't know why it's so expensive. I don't think this is a rare game. There's loads of them for sale on eBay, but I think it's just a game that everyone wants, and it's shot the price up. But it is a really good game. Silent Hill, all of the Silent Hill franchise are worth good money, and they are all good games, to be fair. So, Silent Hill, £75. I think this was one of the first games that I bought with my vouchers because obviously it was so expensive. But yeah, happy to have that one as well. So that is it for now with the PlayStation 1 collection. Hopefully I've got a total price up the top there for you, which will show how much it's worth. There's no chance of me adding up as I go along. Off the top of my head, I think it's got to be worth a good couple of £100, maybe even £500-600. I don't know. Obviously that's retail price. If I was trying to sell it for that, I'll probably get maybe a little bit less. I hope you really enjoyed that. Like I say, my collection is not too extensive at the moment compared to some other YouTubers, but hopefully this time next year I'll have even better games, more valuable ones, and you'll enjoy the journey with me. So as always, everyone, thank you for watching. Do really appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one.